They burned our forests and built schools. The true cost of Westernization. We used to sit beneath the tall Iroquois trees, our elders telling stories as the sun melted behind the hills. The forests were our classrooms. The rivers were our textbooks. The wind, our teacher. We learned the ways of the land, the rhythm of rain, the wisdom of silence. We were not ignorant. We were not primitive. We were connected to the soil, to the spirits, to each other. But then, they came. With their suits, their crosses, their flags. Smiling wide, but carrying fire in their pockets. They looked at our ways and called them backward. They called our gods evil. Our language, broken. Our culture, savage. They offered us knowledge, but first, they demanded our surrender. They burned our forest. The sacred trees where we prayed, cut down. The groves where our ancestors whispered, scorched. The herbs that healed our sick, gone. And when the smoke cleared, they built schools on the ashes. White buildings. Long benches. One blackboard. One truth, theirs. They taught us Shakespeare, but erased Chinua and Senga. They praised Columbus, but hid Queen Zinga. They taught us to kneel and say Amen. But silenced the drums that beat in our hearts. They made us believe that to be educated, we had to forget who we were. Our names were changed. Our stories were banned. Our minds were reprogrammed. They said it was civilization. But we know now, it was colonization in a cleaner uniform. They taught us how to read, yes, but not how to think. They taught us history, but only theirs. They gave us mirrors, and told us to hate the face we saw. And so generations of African children grew up knowing the capitals of Europe, but not their own history. Knowing English and French, but ashamed of their mother tongues. Wearing suits in the sun and laughing at those who walked barefoot in truth. That was the price. Yes, we gained degrees, but we lost our identity. Yes, we built cities, but we buried our souls. Yes, we moved forward, but not as ourselves. But listen. Africa is remembering. The drums are waking. The tongues are returning. The forests are whispering, we are not lost. And now, a new generation rises. With diplomas in one hand and calabashes in the other. Speaking English, yes, but proudly in Igbo, Yoruba, Swahili, Zulu. Working in cities, but rooted in the village. Building schools, but this time, with truth inside. Because Westernization should never have meant erasure. We don't need to choose between wisdom and progress. We are the bridge between what was and what must be. We are not what they made us. We are who we were before the fire.